Hey, good evening, Cochrane. I'm up here at the BMX track, and we're going to do a video highlighting BMX Cochrane. Can't wait to get started here, and we're going to introduce our guest tonight. All right, so who do we have here?
I'm Laura Sprout. I am the secretary for the Cochrane BMX Association and also a rider.
I'm Gerald Involvement. I'm the track director here at Cochrane BMX, former rider and father of two boys.
Awesome. So we're doing our features on Cochrane Sport Associations, and BMX was one of the first ones I thought of because of all the great and fun things you do, as everyone can see in the background here. So maybe Laura, just tell us how long you've been involved with BMX and what drew you to it.
Yeah, we've been involved since my son was 5 and he's now 11. And he just loved being on his bike, and we actually came out and watched the Provincial when he was 4, and that kind of drew us in. He saw how cool and how fast it was, the speed that he loved, and that kind of got us going. And so he started, and then now my daughter rides as well, and us as parents, we ride. So it's become sort of this growth as you just, once you're here, it's just a great family event and community.
I love it. I haven't been up here for a while, but it definitely looks like a lot of fun. How about you, Gerald? Tell us about how you got involved.
So originally I got involved in Cochrane BMX. Very first time I raced here was 2001 when I moved back to Canada from California. I used to race and live down there. And so when I was here, I've actually got pictures of me racing, and Sunset doesn't even exist in the pictures. A little bit of Sunterra is under development. The tower's not there, any of that. Ended up moving away, lived in central Alberta and northern BC. In 2016, I moved to Cochrane with my family, and the following summer we decided to get our son involved and brought him out, and we've been hooked ever since. And now my boys both race, and we come on out every time.
That's so awesome. All right, so which one of you, I'll start with Laura, want to tell me about the club, kind of where the registration's at, how COVID's affected you, and just what's happening.
Yeah, in 2019 we had our highest registration. We were well over 200 members, and that year we hosted Grands, which is the finals of the whole provincial series. And then COVID, definitely our numbers dropped. We had very bare minimums, and now we're building back slowly. We're over 100 members, but I think 115 last I heard, and growing. And back almost to a full schedule. Our provincial series are running, our track nights here are running. We have district races on Wednesdays and on some Mondays. And we're really pulling in a lot of the new members, having our fun runs on Monday nights, our fun rides, so that they've got a chance to get some experience before they're ready to jump up to the next level.
Awesome. That's great. And so, Gerald, I'll ask you, what can families expect? If a family hasn't tried BMX before and they want to sign up, what can they expect?
So the greatest thing to do is you just come in, and you can come and see us at our motor shed, or send us an email at Cochrane BMX. Go to our website. There's all kind of links. You can message on Facebook, Instagram, any of the social media platforms. What's cool about it, let us know you're coming, and we'll definitely be able to set you up so you can come out, have a new experience. You bring your family, if it's one kid or two kids, or mom and dad want to try it too, absolutely. We've got a set of loaner bikes. We've got all kinds of equipment. So what you do is when you show up, we kind of show you around. We walk around, introduce you to the track, sort of what's going on, what to expect. We usually watch a little bit, then we go get some bikes set up, and we kind of give you some pointers and set you on our track. Usually try to find a rider or two to go around with you to kind of coach you a little bit, so it's not completely intimidating, but it's a little more difficult than kicking a soccer ball sometimes.
Well, but it sounds like you're doing all you can to make it accessible and easy for people to try. And you were saying earlier how a 4-year-old will come out and see someone riding and then they're just gone, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great place to come up. It's a super safe atmosphere, and it's probably one of the best places to teach your kids how to get any kind of bicycle skills. You never have to worry about cars pulling out. You never have to worry about traffic. Just other people just having fun and all like-minded. So it's not complete helter-skelter up here. It's kind of organized chaos.
Yeah, which is what sports should be, right? Have some fun, a little organization, little disorganization. It's always good. That's awesome. I'm going to flip back to Laura. And Laura, you've been on the Sport for Life Cochrane board in the past. You've been involved. You're involved in everything with your preschool and forest school and just so much activity around. So maybe can you just tell the folks around the value of kind of your experience with Sport for Life Cochrane and how, we're working to help support the sport community.
For sure. Sport for Life Cochrane, I love the focus on the physical literacy, the joy, the skill development, the competency in sport. I think that really thrives here. And I also love that how Sport for Life Cochrane ensures that all the different sport communities are involved, that it's not just your major like football, hockey, those ones that you think of initially, and some of the smaller clubs, although we're quite big, are also super important in the development of sport and in that multi-sport athlete, which I think is the key thing here.
Cool. And can you've been involved with the Cochrane Sport Network, where we've just started about 3 or 4 months ago. We have 26 sport organizations that are meeting every 2 months. So what could you tell like another local sport group who hasn't signed up yet? What is the value for them to be involved?
I think the value is just that networking piece, us being able to share the importance of how our registration is going, how to lobby for like space in a town that space is at a premium, and just to see what the other, like sometimes so often we feel like we stand alone in issues, and to know there's other people who have the same things going on, so that we can talk and discuss, or you can share your strengths. If you're got a great at grant writing, then you can share that with a club who doesn't know where those exist. So it's just that networking piece is so vital to be able to share our strengths and weaknesses.
Absolutely. So they can email us at sportforlifecochrane@gmail.com if they're interested. And then I want to just maybe finish up with a couple of questions around the benefits to the kids. We talked a lot about in COVID, the anxiety, the stress and mental health issues, and even for families. So can either of you, I'll start with you, Graham, about what you've seen and maybe what the benefits are to just getting outside and participating from like the holistic kind of perspective.
Well, out here, we're at the top of the hill in Cochrane, in the ranch, in the Ag Society lands, and it's just such a cool, quiet, peaceful place to come, have fun. The kids get to see their friends. They all race against each other. What's cool about it is when we race and we have fun and we're riding, everybody's at different levels, and we have groups set up so that kids race like levels. We don't just say, okay, all 9-year-olds go, and then you've got some really fast ones and really slow ones. We mix the groups, we mix them up. We help the kids develop a social skill set. If you stick around, you can watch some of the racing. The kids go up and they're super serious going up to the gate. They're focused on their race and everything else. As soon as they cross that finish line, they all wait for each other. They high five, good job. The camaraderie is there, and it goes on, and it helps you develop that life skill for further on in life. And so you have that personality, you have that empathy growing up, and this is a great place to do it.
Absolutely. Do you want to add anything to that?
I just think that I know all through last year, just being able to get out and see friends in a safe environment was super important, and then this year seeing it grow, and then again as we get on into racing, that ability just to have that competition at whatever level. What I love about our club is that you can be the person who just comes out for open track and not race. You can come out and just race at our club, or you can push it to the provincial and national level. And so, but all those people are on the track at the same time. And that for me is one of those biggest things that kind of gives me the chills when you see those elite athletes riding along the track, that 4-year-old, and just that ability to look up to someone. It's amazing to watch and hear our fans and our families and our racers cheer for each other at the racing here at our local track. And again, when we're off in the province, we're probably one of the loudest clubs out there. So it's amazing to watch everybody just cheer.
It's so cool. What a gem you all are, and what Cochrane BMX is for Cochrane and for the community. And it's the true epitome of, I think, of community spirit. So I really hope lots of people see this and you got more and more people coming out. So what's happening on Wednesday night? If I don't know if others could come out, but what are you planning as far as a special kind of Olympics treat?
We can get everything coordinated and all the logistics. Our plan is at 7 o'clock, the quarterfinals of the BMX is on at the Olympics, and we are going to live stream it here so all of our riders can have that community feeling again, instead of standing on our phones trying to watch it or missing it because we're supposed to be racing. That chance to come together and cheer on our Canadian athletes and their superheroes that they see out there on the track, and just be in awe. I'm so excited to see them watch and cheer together. Racing for fun.
Yeah. That's so great. Well done, you two. Keep up the great work, the whole club and everyone who's coming out. Are there any final words you want to say or shout outs you want to give?
One last thing is on September long weekend, we're hosting Provincials here in Cochrane. So if you're looking to watch some really great high-level riding, or not so high-level riding,
Are you gonna be in it?
and watch. It's a great way, again, if you can't get in this season, it's a great introduction to the sport, and we'll be here on Saturday and Sunday racing.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get all three of us. I don't know if we can all scooch into this shot here, but there we go. All right. So this is Leah Weens here, just a feature of Cochrane BMX for Sport for Life Cochrane. Thanks everyone, and check them out online and come out and give it a go. Thanks everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Nicely done. Woohoo.